Good morning, and we are back on a new job. We are doing a rear extension. We have ventured up into South Birmingham. We're in Longbridge, and we're going to be doing a single story rear extension with a flat roof, bifolds and a skylight. I'll flip you around, you can have a quick look, and we'll take you through how we are going to be doing it. So this is where we're going to be doing our extension. We're going to be joining it to the back of the existing extension, which is this structure here. It is going to be coming out 4.2 meters and it's going to be 3.5 meters wide. It's going to have a flat roof, EDPM. We're going to be using Resitrix rubber, so a great little waterproof roofing covering. It comes with 25 years guarantee. We're going to be putting a sky lantern in that's going to be 2.5 meters by 1.5 meters, and we're going to be having some nice bifold doors just in the end there, and it will open up the entire structure for the customer. Internally, we're going to be removing these. The window will be staying in for the time being until the customers decide how they want the configuration to be. So the goal of today really is we're going to get these slabs up, we're going to get this fence down, we'll have a look at this drainage, we'll locate where our manhole is, and we'll get some string lines up. We're going to be using the we're not going to be using the line and peg method. What we're going to be doing is taking some string lines off the edge of this building here. We'll run them down here, and then we will just form a perfect square to go across here. That will give us our footings, or the boundary for our footings. Now with this here, because this is the neighbour's building, we're going to have to make what's called an eccentric footing, and that basically means the external wall for our extension will sit on the edge of the footing. So when we dig down, we're going to expect to find the footing of this building here. When we do that, we're going to be drilling rebar in, we're going to be chemically adhesing it, and then we're going to join our footing to their footing. So it essentially becomes one structure, and that way we can then put our wall as close to theirs as possible. So we'll set up a time lapse and you can watch us work. So we have got the step out now, and we've got all the flags up. We've got this little rubble pile in the middle here because we're going to utilise this. So if you have a look along this wall, you can see where the damp proof course is going to be, and we have got quite a bit of space to actually fill in. So we're going to utilise a lot of this. We're going to utilise some of that as well, and then we'll flatten it all down. We'll chuck some MOT on top. And it just means that we're not having to put 4 or 5 bags of MOT into this. We get to just put maybe 2, whacker plate it down, and then we are at our level then. We also have Tom. Tom has joined us. He has donned his shirt and tie for some shiny new boots. Tom is director of Proma Builder building consultancy company. Tom is my architect. He does all of my drawings for all of my projects, and he's done the drawings for this. He's a principal contractor. We are subcontracting for Tom to do this build, and he's a great person to work with. If you want his details, then anyone can contact me via email or via my Facebook page or even via the YouTube channel, and I will be happy to give you his details. In the meantime, we are now going to set out our string lines, and we're going to make our perfect square, and we're going to start marking out for where the footings are being dug. We've now got our lines marked out for where we're going to cut the concrete. So these aren't for the dig boundary, these are for where we're going to steel saw and cut the concrete. This line here is where the centre of our footing is going to be when we dig it out. So we're going to cut this out with a steel saw now. So about 720 mils now, so we need to go down another 150. We've hit a bit of a snag because we are waiting for skips. They're meant to turn up this morning and they're not going to turn up till this afternoon. Therefore, we can't really do any more digging, otherwise we're going to dig ourselves into a corner. We've exposed this pipe here, so we've got plastic which joins onto the clay. Now I don't know if you can see, but we have got a crack in the knuckle just there. So what we're going to do is we're going to take this back to about here, we're going to cut it, and then we're going to join a new piece on, but this is going to be moved anyway. We are done for day one. We've not done too bad. We've managed to get 2 of our trenches out of the 3 dug out. Well, partially dug out. We've still got the corners, and Matt has started crisping up the edges for us. We like crisp edges. They give us a better footing and they look good as well. So tomorrow we're going to finish off the dig. We're going to be doing the drainage, and hopefully we'll get all that ready for building inspector coming on Thursday morning, concrete going in on Thursday afternoon. So this is trench 1, so we're fine there. We've gone underneath the neighbour's concrete, so we can underpin and concrete underneath there. It gives this structure here a bit of extra support. We have managed to dig out all the way along. We've got this little corner to finish off, and we've managed to dig some of this out as well. So what we'll do tomorrow, we'll finish this off, we'll get this bit here finished off, and then we've got one more trench which is going to go here, and this is for our eccentric footing, which is our footing which allows brickwork to sit on the edge instead of in the middle. And then we've also got this drainage here to deal with. So we're going to be having the wastewater pipe coming down this wall once the old building's joined to the new. So all we're going to do is take this here and we're just going to elbow it and then put a new gully in there. Good morning, day 2. Let's continue with the dig. It was raining last night. Look at that, we're going to have to suck that out with our hoover. We're done with the digger now. We can't get in because of access to get the digger down here, so we've got out as much as we can. We're now down to a hand dig, so we need to go down probably about 300 mils with with a mattock and a shovel. It's not really a big deal, and what we'll do is, once we've done that and we come down here and get this water out, we'll then dig all this out with a digger, chuck it in the skip, job done. I just want to show you this. We've made a little gauge here which will tell us the depth of our concrete in relation to where our damp course needs to be. So what we've done is, to figure out where the bottom of our trench is compared to where our concrete needs to be, we have measured from damp course. So damp course on this building is here. So we run that all the way along there, and then we measure down. In my case, we are going to go from damp down 6 engineering bricks. That'll be the outer cavity, and that will also be 2 concrete block as well, sitting on top of a foundation block, which is 215 or 220 with a joint, and then that will be sat on top of 700 mils of concrete. So we just use this gauge, and that way I can determine where my pegs in the ground need to be for the concrete. Matt's just about to finish this trench. He's done some nice crisp edges, we like that. We've gone slightly underneath the existing footing. However, if you look at this existing footing, it's this here. It is sitting on about 200 mils, if that, of concrete. That is the footing for this structure here. So how on earth it's not fallen down is beyond me, but we can have a look. Absolutely beautiful. Just need to crisp up the last little corner there, and we are done in this trench, and we've only got one more to half dig out. Hello, day 3 of our Longbridge extension. We are on day 3 of our dig as well. Flip around, you can have a look. We have almost finished. So it rained last night. We've got our footings dug out to the required depth, but they're still waterlogged. And all we've got left to do is just that little corner there. Building inspector is coming later today, and we'll be getting the concrete in later today as well. So what we're going to do is, we've got a little gully to go here. We've decided that we're going to redirect this waste pipe from the kitchen, that's from the sink, and we're going to put it through there, which was an existing hole for a waste pipe. So we'll put it through there, that way we don't have to box that in, and we'll be getting rid of this back inlet gully here and capping off and then covering. Okay, little tip I'm going to show you. So we've got this pipe here, and there is literally 2 inches of it before it goes into the collar. It's absolutely tight and we can't get it out. So, little tip for doing that is you drill a hole in there, straight through, you put something in and you use it to lever and pull it out. I'll show you what I mean. that little tip didn't work. I've done this a few times before and it's never snapped on me, so this is really trouble. Let's see if we can just give it a gentle swing. Anyway, after being drilled, chiselled, twisted and cut, we have managed to get this little piece out. So all we now need to do is just put a blanking cap on and boom. We are done. The footings are all finished. They are pegged out. Building inspector has been to pass them off, which he has done. We have temporarily sorted our drainage out and we now have concrete. So we're going to do this pour and then we are going to call it a day. Just a little shout out to Free Flow Concrete based in Hanbury in Worcestershire. Thank you very much. Great prices, great service, great concrete. Day 3 is finished. We have got our footings dug, we've got our drainage done, we've got our concrete in. So, weekend, time off, relax. Back on Monday and we're going to start building from the concrete up. So we're going to be putting the engineering brick in, we're going to be putting the block in to form a cavity wall, and we'll be getting everything ready for the slab as well. So, see you all on Monday. Bye.